plug and right before we get into this, but today the two teams we have in group 2, this is crazy. We have Teal Team and Roosters facing off, two great teams in the VCS.
Absolutely. And I mean, I'm still new to the scene and I'm still learning about it,
Yep.
but there are some names in passing that I have seen here before. There is one thing to note for Roosters that they do have a new Sova main coming in here. It's Ogre. And I have actually seen this name before. So, as much, I think the real test here coming in for Roosters with this is that how well will they adapt with the Sova here? But I mean, it looks like not going to be playing today. It looks like Flavor's going
Yeah.
to be playing for them, unless that's an alternate account.
I think that's this player named Flavor is actually rocking the Sova for him. And yeah, so
Okay.
either way, it's a new Sova player for Roosters. We've seen them really conquer as a roster in VCS. Haven't really made it to the grands yet, but they definitely play well. And then Teal Team. Oh my gosh, they have been a staple for at least the last couple of weeks, making it deep runs into the playoffs, making it to the finals a couple times. So this is a tried and tested team.
Well, let's see if they can stay consistent, which I believe so. But looking at this already, the agent selects look pretty good for the crowd control, especially with Haven. You got three sites, so you need to make sure that you are in control, or at the very least, are able to start taking back the site once you disengage as the defense, because it's better to disengage and regroup with the team rather than trying to fight for control. So, how do you feel about these agent loadouts right now,
Oh,
Barrio?
I mean, the agent loadouts. Let me take a quick look once we really get into here. Didn't get to memorize all of them, but one thing I love, my friend Dilly over here always says, on this site, 3 sites is just 3 too many, or at least 1 too many, and I totally agree. But that is what this is, and so it sort of gives the attacker side a little bit of favor. We'll see how that actually impacts these two teams. But yeah, pretty standard. We see the Killjoy coming out from Roosters. I think that's the only deviation with a Cypher on the side of Teal's team. And so almost a mirror matchup.
Pretty much. I mean, I have to give the Cypher, though, but they're also going to give it to the Cypher by revealing their location
Yeah.
already off the bat. So no pushes into garage, no pushes onto B. I'm not too big of a fan of the B push at the beginning here, as just the firepower for attack. It can be overwhelming because you have defense coming from connectors, and if you're not able to lock down the connectors from traveling, we're going to see attack. Oh, the Reyna goes down very quickly, and it almost gets taken out. Bones is going to take aggressively for 50 minutes. Well, gets the one tap on the headshot. They're just going to focus on taking down everybody and going over to A. They totally debated me. They were only using B as a detour, and now they got a free sight.
Oh, Tyrell hiding down A short here. Picks up 1 kill for himself. And really great stuff from Teal's team. They really did debate him, like you said.
Trisk able to get the frag though means that they can go back up and we got a
Oh,
little overheal so they can work it out. And you want the Reyna to be there for your clutches. It's the 1v2, Netflix slows down. So now it comes down to them. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And this is Hysteria as well, so that means they're able to take them down, but not to be the case. Fletcher stops the chaos before it can even get crazier. But I gotta say, what a tap.
yeah, what a first round. I really saw Trisk pulling out that 3v1, actually a 4v1 if you think about it. Did come up short, but great showing on the first round. We saw a lot of action, and I really liked what I love about this game is the plans that these competitive teams have. They pushed through B, and they instantly made the call to rotate still through B and go to A, and it was a good call by Teal's team, and they actually take that first round because of it.
Beautifully done. Yeah, you gotta be on the same page when you are
Absolutely.
pushing in on these sides. It's just so crucial here.
Yeah, I think we did see a save round coming out from Roosters, if I'm not mistaken. No force buys on this second round, and see what they can do with this save round. See if they can pull any members here. Naprix is about to run into 2 members himself.
Oh, expecting someone to push through the smoke, but Atlas very smart. Looks at Cubby before anything else, and will be able to get the frag. Keeps the health total alive, and there will just be a free sight onto C. Just gotta make sure that the Sova, goes along C. Get on now, go on and plant. Do your thing. Triss will see if they can at least take a gun. Again, this is not a goal to win. This is a goal to make sure that we keep it fair and tidy. But it looks like it's going to be a flawless for Team Teal Seam, as they will go ahead and just probably round this off with a nice, perfect, flawless.
Right. Yeah. Ban maybe able to try something here. He's got a little bit of abilities to do, but he is being hunted right by Teal Sim. You see them searching, scouring for this last member of Roosters. Is he gonna get spotted? I don't know.
No. Well, they're gonna catch somebody on the exit, but everybody's left, so we'll see if they just swing by defender's side. They're gonna go for the defuse. I don't think they have enough time for this. Yeah, it's also set up so you can see it long. Nice little peek there from Fletcher. Locks it down, and everybody stays alive. A flawless victory, which means that the snowball economically is about to grow extraordinarily fast here, Barrio.
Yeah, no, that economy is great for Teal Team. Like you said, that flawless is huge. We do see the buys coming out from Roosters, so they have a chance to stop the bleeding, try to pull this game back. And it's just 2-0, nothing big, not getting out over-amped here, but we'll have to see what they do here in this third round.
Good news for Roosters is that they do have technically the firepower advantage, as we are going to see the bonus coming from Teal Team. But will it be valuable enough? Because, I mean, this strat does at least have Teal Team to be able to buy back into it easily, and with full armor, they can at least contest it with the utility that they have. Cage will go down, and they're going to see if they can spot anybody in garage, but no, they can't see anybody that's in the window, and that's Sova from Roosters. Flavor. What's the flavor of the day here? Is it going to be pain or is it going to be glory? I don't know yet. They are tagging a little bit. A little bit of damage, but they are going to push in through. See if they can find anything. Meanwhile, off screen, Nepri will be taken down. Flavor actually disengaged from Garage. Very smart of them. And Trisk is going to try to take the duel themselves, actually. They're going to try to come from the back with the crossfire setup, but Tyrell does not care. They will just take the Bulldog and run you down with it. And, oh my goodness, just going to catch them off guard. Bam. And now, Spike's been planted. Nice molly coming in from Shora, but I don't think it was quite close enough to reach it. Shout out just to debate. Nice shot from Bones as they'll shoot them through the Bones. And here we go. At least one frag in their favor, but I don't know if they're going to be able to find any more. Yep, they're just going to push in together as a team. Beautifully done. And Teal's team just going to take some guns, and this bonus was astronomical as well. And you know, this snowball is just getting faster and faster here for Teal's team.
Oh, yeah, it is. The snowball is being packed in. It is rolling up. It is huge. It's going to be unstoppable here. As you've got to do something by Roosters, but they are stuck back into another save round. You see Sheriff's coming out. And, yeah, I don't know exactly what you do. You just got to start pulling some members. You got to start pulling some of these guns and hope for next round, unless they can pull out something tricky here.
We got some Sheriffs. Eventually they can one-tap. Maybe get something for their trouble. Arctic, though, says no. And this is already massive save that they're going to try to do, get some bang for their buck. But honestly, this is probably going to be a fourth round. Might be able to find something, but I mean, this wobbling, this you know, shot calling, still, you know, Teal team is being respectful. You know, they do know their levels, they're confident in everything they can do, but they also know that they need to make sure that they don't try to give too much leeway over to Roosters. And at the moment, Teal's team lose one. Tyrell does get taken down. That was a big fragger of theirs, but they still have the spike and it's over at C. And this is just all for naught. Shora, maybe they'll get a couple of extra frags, but this is going to be a fourth round for sure for Teal's team.
Yeah, no, I like what you said there. Teal team, there's a motto that, you know, me coming from the league scene is respect all, fear none. And, you know, Teal team is respecting Roosters. They respect them. They're playing it slow, you know, confident. Basically, another flawless round for them, only dropping one member again. But, yeah, they played with respect, but, you know, they still played confident. They did not fear Roosters, and they're already up 4 rounds, so we got to see something change from Roosters. Maybe it's their strategy. Maybe it's their defensive plan here. But something's got to change because they keep dropping rounds here.
Well, much like a kid stealing cookies, they've been stashing it away, and finally now they get to enjoy their sweet treat. They have the op here on Roosters is what I'm talking about. That Jet better get some value. They already don't know what to do here. They actually are starting to rotate over and sort of stack up on C here. And also, oh, okay, so they're going to go to B. But, I mean, leaving A site pretty open potentially might be a call. If they hear a lot of gunfire or utility, I mean, Teal's team could easily rotate this around. I mean, they're already stopping the push from C long a little early, I would like, because they still don't know how many members on C long there is.
Right. No, I like their call though. It seems like they've got a good idea. Everything's happening all at once here.
And Andre Fury comes in, gets Nepri, and Tyrell will get short for their trouble. Exactly. And this is already looking pretty good for them. Cypher will drop the information. Trisk will have to fall back. And honestly, they might just save here because this is a 3v4 remake with also just, you know, a Jet that just got the op and doesn't want to lose it. You're probably better off just playing for exit picks. That said, though, they haven't planted yet. We're actually going to see the Omen now planted A.
Oh no!
Flavor goes down. This is not looking good. Yeah, I'm guessing they're gonna save here, but oh, that op shot will reveal them. And it's already looking very dire, but they got one shot to Atlas, and they got the knives out. They are like, you know what? No, we're not gonna give you a 5th round in a row. We have to do something here. But as I say that, anticlimactic frag from the back of the head.
Yeah, and that's the operator dropped, like you said. That's gonna be really big, I think. You know, they saved up for what they have, and they lost it again, so they're going to probably have to go back on another save unless Trisk, which we've seen pull off some miracles already. Maybe. Oh, man, and he does fall, so that's another round going over to Teal's team.
On top of that as well, the op being so expensive, pretty much your entire team has to save to make sure that they keep up the economy rhythm for you, because you're just going to be so out of flow with everything, which is why we've probably seen, you know, the Jet, Bones, or excuse me, not Bones, but Van, just sort of play the waiting game a little bit more and try to sort of play more angles and get into it. But here we go. You're going to have to save once more. What do you think they need to do here as Roosters to start bringing it back on defense, just to string a few rounds together here, Mario?
You know, I liked their stack. They stacked up on one site. It almost worked out for them. We actually see some action here going out into mid, it looks like.
Yep, just some shots.
Yeah.
Some empty flows. It is again a save. I don't think we're going to be able to write much home about here. So if you wanted to write a thesis statement right now, Mario,
I was just saying that as they said their defense, they could potentially stack one side, and that's what they did last round, and it seemed to almost work out for them. And then play the retake, play together instead of spreading out, because it seems like they've been losing these 1v1s and these engagements, just not going their way. They just could work together more as a team, but it's got to be some type of strategy change.
Certainly, it does feel like they're not really sure where to position themselves. I mean, it might be a mix of just like the fact that they like are on defense, which is like you said earlier, it's not very favored for them. And then on top of that as well, it's just maybe that level of uncomfort. With also benefit of the doubt, Rue is kind of dealing with a little bit of a new roster, so the roost is disrupted, if you will.
Yeah, it's, you know, I don't really handle Roosters too often, just not in my daily, not usually with them, but when you mess the roost, I'm getting the analogy right here. And Ban actually picks up one, and this is a good round for Roosters to start off.
Ooh, yeah, especially with the Hunter's Fury from Arctic. Yeah, this is starting to turn around. Atlas does manage to at least get one for the trouble, but now they kind of need to play for picks, and Rooster can be aggressive, and I think this is exactly what they wanted to do, especially with the fact that they have this Reyna just vibing out. They want to just, you know, take this by the horns and try to get a couple more frags. A beautiful headshot there will allow them to keep the momentum going. Spike yet to be planted, and right now Teal team are kind of playing it safe. They're a little concerned about pushing here. The Hysteria nicely done. Doesn't push up on it though. They just are allowing Trisk to have sort of the advantage in the playing field, the high ground, if you will.
Yeah, no, I loved that aggressive strategy. That's that was the change that needed, and they've done really well already in this round. Oh my gosh, Trisk picking up one.
Whoa, to go down, but Damage has already been done. 1v3, and spike has been yet to be planted, and there we go, finally on the board. Well done to Roosters. They get it going, and yeah, let's talk about this aggression. Barrio, we want to see more of that. We were saying that Teal's team is respecting their opponents. Maybe they just need to not respect them at all and just start getting up in their faces.
Right. Roosters, we talked about how the strategy needed to change. I laid out an option, but the thing with some of these teams is you practice one strategy, you practice one way to play the map, and if that changes, you've got to be quick to change. You've got to be quick to adapt on how you want to play against this team, and if they can pull out more rounds like that, then they are not out of this game by any stretch, and Van picking up already one is huge.
Massive, especially through sewers. That was amazing. Here we go. Also pushing down C-Long as well, and Tris was able to get it. Like the buddy system as well in case the trade needs to happen, but now it will just have the player advantage, and it's a 5v3 all of a sudden, and the minute mark hasn't even gone down yet.
Yep, that's big. You're right. 3-5, and something that can happen is when you get comfortable, like Teal's team is. They were comfortable. They won 6 rounds in a row. When one thing changes, it can cause a lot to be affected. So they might just be on the back foot here. A little confused on how Roosters was able to pull the round, and it might just cause more distress for them. We'll see if that's true. Because now Roosters are just playing safe. They're playing back. They're playing their corners, and they play aggressive early, and then they spread back out. Really good defense from them, and this might be 2 rounds going over. We'll have to see.
Would love to see a couple of rounds strung together. I mean, this is the group stage, and all these matter to be able to get into the playoffs. So every round counts. It's not a BO3, it's a BO1. So these rounds considered almost to be a first to 13, if you will, in the sense of a tournament foul. We're already going to see them plant at B. Off Trace comes in here. Bones tries to see if they can find one more. Roosters, they're coming in like a pack of rooster piranhas, as they are already going to get at least 1 to 3 is able to find it. They're going to go through smoke. Wait, that was almost a quick flick, but they managed to stop it. But that was quite an expensive round for Roosters, but at least they'll be able to pick up the off and take it away from the Teal team as well. So, all right, all in all, good stuff. They got a second round on the board here, Barrio.
Yeah, second round in a row. I will comment on how great Bones is, picking up 3 kills, and despite of being down so many numbers there, still great showing from him on his team. But that is 2 rounds going over to Roosters. They're able to string a little bit here together. Maybe the momentum really will start to swing for them deeper into this game. But they are still down in a deficit, and they need to pull this lead back closer to them.
They do, and they would love to deny a positive half as well. If it was a 6-6 and you started on the, you would feel so good about yourself.
No, yeah, pulling a 6-6, starting on defense and starting 0-6. I mean, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Especially with a semi-new roster as well. There's a lot to this narrative, and it's only just one group. Well, Bones so bad, they're just gonna throw the smoke in there and not try to challenge the knives. That is some piping hot water. They're actually gonna throw the shock dart. Potentially maybe they get her. They do get one, but they're able to trade it out, which is massive. The information is gonna be revealed now. And now they know exactly what they want, but they know that the A side is free. Sure, it's going to see if they can at least hold a corner and come back from the defender's side, but they need to rush over to Heaven. They're going to have that smoked out potentially as well. The lockdown does come in from the Killjoy, so Roosters will do what they can to bring this back over. It does command a little more room, and that's exactly what they're asking for here. Oh, the Molly! Well, that's a lot of damage. They don't know where to go. They got detained as well. Shura carrying this team right now, trying the best they can. They do go down, but they've already done so much halfway to the defuse as well. As long as one can challenge the duel and the other one can defuse, they can potentially bring this down, but they don't even need to worry about doing the double team. They'll be able to bring it down. And good stuff as they nod in affirmation that they did a good job as well.
Oh man, I'm liking the confidence from Roosters coming back 3 in a row. You gotta feel bad for Fletcher there, and that he gets out of the Killjoy ult, he gets out of the lockdown. But nope, the Molly's going to take him, and he still falls. Always sad to see. But just getting back to that, 3 in a row. 3 in a row for Roosters from what looks so bad and the economy looking so terrible for so many rounds in a row. And now they're building some momentum, winning rounds confidently, and winning rounds together as a team. That's important. We'll see what they can do here as round 10 is coming up. getting started here.
Getting spicy as the Roosters are working on bringing it back, and they want to deny that positive half. Smoke comes out. Shora wants to be aggressive. The team wants to be aggressive overall, but they don't want to do it. Oh, they're not expecting anybody to push the smoke, and that's the spike right there. Arctic going down. That's information denied. They're able to trade somewhere else on the map, but that means that they know exactly where they are. They might be starting to push on A. So, depending on how Roosters read into this situation, you might have somebody else come over to A and start pushing in.
Yep, Roosters, you're right. Roosters are still spread. They don't know exactly where the push is. I don't think Teal team's actually decided where they're going. They were able to pick up that spike 4-4. So this round is still up in the air. Neither team is favored, but the operator on Bones, see if he can do something with that.
Turret out.
Looks like it's
How do you feel about the op on attack?
Yeah, you know what? I have always seen it as if you can hit those op shots on attack, you're going to put your team at a huge advantage.
True. Well, already off the bat, though, they have to get close and personal as they just get in hysteria. Surviving in the smoke, but they get shot down. The crossfire is set up there. I mean, yeah, the op would be nice to push in aggressively, but I don't know if you can pull that off too much all the time. Bam will be able to find Atlas through the smoke. And again, that is Teal team losing the op again, and we are 2 rounds away from tying the series.
Right. And, you know, just to finish that, I think it can really be dicey because the operator on attack, you have to, you know, if you hit those shots, it's huge. It's going to create a big advantage. It's going to knock defenders off their corners. But with that being said, a defender holding his corners usually shouldn't get picked off by the operator. It should be pretty safe. So it's definitely a big risk. And that's why we don't see it too often here. But we did see it last round. Didn't turn out well for the side of Teal team.
No, for the past couple of times, Bones has lost this. And now, this is the first time we're actually seeing Teal team on a pretty much almost proper day. Molly is going to come and deny the plant just for a little bit longer. That does allow Roosters to set up here. Hysteria comes out. Every have to drop it. Oh, they're pushing in together as a group. They managed to grab a Vandal. They're just going all over the place. They're not going to commit to A. But Flavor, oh my goodness, able to get 2 taps, and Shora will get the spike right there. Almost looked like it was going to end in disaster, but now it's very much in their favor. Tyrell will try to line up the shot, but there it is, Shora with the 3rd. And they are 1 round away from tying this, and this makes me feel confident that Roosters can bring it back.
Yeah, are they going to be able to do it? Are they going to be able to put the 6-6 back on the scoreboard? What looks so bad for them early on, and you know, I guess you could never ever count the team out, and they really weren't that far out of it. But this is just another testament to that. In the VCS, we see these comebacks all the time, and this is just another example. But yeah, that was a save round from Teal team, so obviously wasn't supposed to go their way, but are they able to stop it? Are they able to stop the bleeding like we saw from Roosters midway through this round?
Well, they were able to buy into this round now because they saved, so
Yep.
they're hoping for that positive half. It's just a matter of if they can, I guess, click heads, as the kids would say. Do they still say that?
Yeah, I think so. Are they better at clicking on heads in this specific round? We'll have to see.
Well, already information coming in, lockdown from Shora. A nice position as well. Does slow down any type of plants that actually. Oh, they're just going to commit to it. They actually shoot it down. They actually found where it is. Oh
My. Oh no.
Atlas, don't go for the knife. Come on, just shoot. Just shoot. Just do it. I hate this so much. Okay, you win. It's fine. Good job. You get a flavor off guard. I just always shake. It just always freaks me out, okay?
It's not worth it. Just get the frag. You're right.
Especially when you're this close to the series and it's the best of 1. No style points available here, or no leeway into getting style points. But at the moment, Teal team doing a pretty good job locking this down, and they will be able to get a positive half. So close, not quite. Roosters, though, 5-7. You can't be mad about that. You did a great job getting 5 in a row.
No, you absolutely cannot be mad. They brought it back. They played confident. They switched up their strategy, and it seemed to work for them. And you know, now that that half is over, you switch sides, and you know, very much the strategy does change. So we could just see a completely different game here. 5-7. The advantage is for Teal Team, but Roosters, in no way are they looking anything but still in this game.
Looking strong here. Well, looks like now they are learning how to adapt, and I'm interested to see how they will do on this attack, because now that they've pretty much been warming up their aggression on defense, I'm feeling really good about their chances here. As let's see if they check the corner. Bones will try to go for it. Gets at least one. Oh, second one. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
I don't know how he does that. He just pulls 2 kills, and that's how you want to start off in the pistol round if you're Teal Team. Bones, absolutely a great player, been showing off all game long, and that's just another great example.
Well, if you're a Teal Team fan,
that's what you want to see.
You're gonna love it. Yeah,
Yep,
exactly. Yep. They're gonna teal the. They're gonna teal the deal.
They're gonna Teal the seam deal. I'm
deal.
not.
There's something. I was thinking I was trying to do the seal the deal, but flip it over, but I don't think it's gonna work. Trisk. Okay. I mean, Spike's been planted. It's at A. They have to try to take back this site. They're going to need to group up here, and they're going to burn some time. Trisk, they hear the footsteps. They're going to try to go for the one tap to get one. They'll disengage. They run into a little bit of a trouble here. They run into B. They actually get caught off by each other. Now the player advantage is in favor for Teal Team. There's a good smoke on the short because there's always almost someone at sewers. They guarantee it. And they probably actually saw it from heaven as well. Bones will just gracefully float down. Molly's come out a little too early, actually. So now there's still a chance for them to defuse it. They're going to go for it. But Shara! Oh my gosh! I thought they activated both. Oh my goodness. But Roosters, they had one more left in the wing. And Shara is blocking it down. Reload happened, but it explodes anyways. And oh my goodness, Roosters win out the pistol. Just because of time. They played it so well. I thought they dropped both mollies, but they had one more in the wing. Holy smokes.
Oh my gosh, you're right. The molly picks up 2, and then at the very end, that awkward moment when you're both reloading and just staring at each other. And then added on top of that, the bomb went off, killing both of them. So the round went over to Roosters. And that's how you pull the pistol round. So that's crazy. And we now we see this second round, the save coming out from Teal Team.
I'm sorry, bro. You may have to take this over. I'm freaking out right now. That was insane. I thought that they used both mollies, but they didn't. All right, here we go. It is going to be another, again, a save round coming in for Teal Team. So it's just not going to be, I mean, this is just going to be execution squad right off the bat. I mean, you have no armor. You have, a couple of weapons, but they're just going to see what they could do here. But that means we finally get that tie that we wanted to see here, Barrio.
Yeah, the scores are tied right back up. You're right. And the execution was also absolutely true as 4 members fell basically all at the exact same time. Bones also being another one of them. And 7-7, that's the scoreline. I do not think I would have imagined that when we saw a 6-0 at the beginning of this game.
Well, I mean, to give the benefit of the doubt to the Roosters, even though they're working with a new roster, they were also dealing with the fact that they were on defense side. And as you so correctly stated, my friend, that this is very attack favored just due to the fact that there's so many sites to micromanage here and get information. So now also on top of that, Teal Team, their Cypher is on attack, which is going to make it a little bit harder to get in. Well, actually, they're going to get more information, but even then, it's just going to rush on to B. They're going to have to just see what they can find. Arctic actually going down early. I think that was a frag over onto Garage. They're going to be able to get the plant as well. They can't shoot their smoke. At least find one for their trouble, but already Roosters off the bat. They're locking this B side down. Just the overwhelming odds just in their favor working out. A little bit of a wall bang right there. Band's still able to hold it down. Just letting them go in. Nice passiveness. Good patience as well. They didn't know that they were there. They thought they got somebody, but it's not going to be the case to get shot in the head. But Roosters hanging out over grass. But, oh my gosh, Atlas! You're able to get 2. Are you going to be able to get the defuse, though? You don't know where Nepri is, and they're at full health. Well, they get 1, they get the 2. They are able to commit it. And they get it 2
oh my!
To get the last one, but that is it. Teal Team gets back the lead.
Yep. You know what they say. Pros don't fake. And that is true again. Teal Team was actually able to get the defuse off, lost all their members in the process. I really liked what I saw from Roosters. They pushed up on B and they used so much utility. They basically got the site for free because everyone had to ditch. We saw, what was it, Fletcher, he had to leave because of all the smokes, because of all the utility being poured in. And it just wasn't enough to stop the defuse. And that's now Teal Team taking back the lead. So we have not seen Roosters take the lead yet in this game, and they have to tie it back up for us to do so.
Silver lining is that they're at least on attack, so it's a lot more doable.
Right.
Gonna go onto the C site. Smartly, Teal seem to give them the site because it's easier to just bring it back at a 5v5 retake as opposed to trying to fight for control and give the player advantage to your opponent. So here we go. Got potentially some ultimates to work with. Not fully aware of the ultimate. I mean, they know where Trisk is at least, and they're gonna catch them off guard. Tyrell, nice pick, but Ban able to trade it out. So now they're all coming from defender side, and they know exactly where they're going to go. And now they're going to hold C-Long and a molly across all the state of Ohio. The distance as well as the Ohio River. They're going to be able to find it. But Ban able to get it down to the 2v2. And they're still working on it. The shock arrow is able to find Bones. Massive stuff. They're holding it long. And there we go. Just fragging out. And Roosters tie it back up again. Smartly done. Held it back in the long side. And then just kept on shooting.
Yeah, no, you are completely right. I like the Ohio call all the way across a long-range molly to pull the kill. I think Shore picked up another kill. I wasn't exactly sure how, but either way, it's now 8-8, and they are on the attack. You said this, we've said this so many times. Are they going to be able to finish this game out with their advantage on the attacking side? Oh my gosh.
All right, well, trade comes out. That's actually pretty big because this is a save from Teal Team. They just got to cut some sheriffs going about and seeing what they can do. They got a Vandal in their hands now. Yeah. You know, Roosters need to take action and act fast. They need to just lock down the site just in case the crossfire setups. We're going to see the plant from A. We're going to see some pushes down long. Flavor is ready for this. Can they bring them to Flavor Town much in the way like Guy Fieri does?
Yes, they're about to rename this site to Flavortown, that's for sure. And you see Roosters with 3 ult. Oh my gosh, Van picking up Terrell.
Good on them to catch the flank as well. They're going to keep shooting. They get a little bit of the tag onto there, and it's going to be pretty much a full round overall. Only was traded off once, but there we go. Roosters, they finally did it. They took the lead after so long.
Yes, they absolutely did, and that is huge. Are they going to be able to expand this lead? And I think they really can. They have 4 great ultimates on their side, ready to go, ready to be popped. And with all that utility, I have a really, really good feeling that they can bring this round back. But you cannot count out Teal Team. They are absolutely great, and they could bring this round back. We'll have to see what's going on as another A push is coming out from Roosters.
Yeah, it just seems to, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
So A has been a very strong site for them. And honestly, it seems like they don't mind giving it over, especially with the fact that Shura has the lockdown inside. Tyrell will just have to play back. They do have the smoke going down, and they can shoot a little bit, but they're already going to throw another Omen smoke there. Nicely done, denying any entry, and they will plant the spike. Interesting position, right under heaven by the boxes, so they can kind of sort of play long. They can do stuff and vibe out, but however, there's a lot of crosses happening with the Teal Team. Like you said, you can't count them out, and much like the Steel Team, they will drop from some helicopter or some really cool thing and do some action movie Michael Bay stuff and defuse the spike, locking it down before we can even complete a thought here.
I was watching that. I saw all these ultimates start coming out for Roosters. I'm like, all right, so how are they going to be able to win this round? I'm interested. But no, Teal Team, like we said, they came out and said no. They tied the game back up 9-9, pulled that round away from Roosters. And that's huge. That's huge on the defense to expend 2 ults on the other side and then still win the round. And that's what we want to see. Teal Team definitely not out of this by any stretch. And that's one way to confidently come back in. And we see ultimates on their side as well. So this is getting really spicy as it's only 9-9.
not. I mean, this could easily go overtime with the way that these teams are playing. It's been a fantastic match overall from both sides. First blood comes in. Trisk is doing what they can do. The impossible. Get a little bit of attack. Oh my gosh, the jump right click shot. They're going to go down, but the damage has been already done. Meanwhile, off screen, Teal team, they're trying to do what they can, but it's already still player advantage, and they're just going to back away and go over to whatever site is available for free. It's, of course, A
site, yep.
A4. Roosters is going to take this A.
Nope, this is their site. I mean, they've pushed it almost every round in attack, it feels like, outside of maybe one or two other sites, C and B. I feel like they've only once or twice. And 3-2. They get the spike down, but they've got to be able to defend it here.
They got a minute to get the trade. Juke for a nice peek right there. Dropped mollies. I don't know if they dropped both mollies, though. They debated me one time. Will they debate me again? The Fury Hunter will come out. They know exactly where they're coming in. Oh my gosh, they have to drop the ult in order to not die. It's now a 1v1 situation. Sova, they know exactly where they are. Will they take the duel? They can just wait for time here. Or they will try to take the duel, and Atlas will punish them for that. And Teal team will just take back the lead. An unnecessary duel, I would say, but a good attempt, I would say.
0.08 seconds on the defuse. Atlas is so good. He pulls off the 1v2 and then still gets the defuse off. And you cannot fault Arctic. He almost was able to play the time correctly, but no. The defuse came out with literally 0.08 seconds. And man, what a round from Teal team.
Easy math for Atlas.
Oh, wait,
What's up?
So, wait. It looks like Teal team actually got the round.
Yes, they did. They managed to defuse it just in the nick of time. 0.08 seconds remaining.
Okay.
But the spike is down. Arctic is able to find it. Teal team, they're on a rampage right now, and they are angry. They just want to stop this attack from working out.
Gun here.
And it's massive that they managed to get that defuse. So, I mean, I honestly, this is going to be probably the last round they buy into, unless the economy's working out well. Didn't get a chance to take it in. Didn't get some information, but they probably are best off to rotate here at this point.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I had a weird brain fart there, thinking everyone is on different teams, and no, I was right. And Teal team, the defenders, was able to defuse at 0.8 seconds, and great stuff from Atlas. All right, and it's now Roosters 2v4, and they've got to try something here. They could just save. I think you're right. Saving is probably the play here, as they do not want to drop another round and a couple more guns.
At this point, I honestly feel like they're fighting for overtime. I think it's sort of out of the question at the moment. Not impossible, but almost out of the question that they can lock this down unless they do some crazy mechanical skills right now. Their utility is great. I'm going to drop the TP just to see if they notice anything. They notice that there is a camera. And they know they're going to plant there. Teal team, they have the player advantage. They know what they need to do, so they don't want to risk this. The crossfire is going to be set up here. They're going to drop some smokes to allow to play some peeks and some crowd control. Stereo is going to be dropped down, though. They're going to slow it down. They're going to be ready for this crossfire, but already Tyrell gets one of the remaining players, and Flavor tries to do what they can in a 1v4, but unfortunately it's just all too overwhelming, and another round will go on the board for Teal team. I believe 3 in a row now.
You failed.
Oh my gosh, Teal team putting up and now a 2-round gap between them and Roosters. And they are 2 games away from completing this game and pulling off the win, which they started in such great fashion. I love to see the underdog, the comeback from Roosters, and I want to see them still stay in this, but it just 3 rounds in a row from Teal team is so demoralizing this late in the game. So you got to see the mental reset from Roosters. They played so well in so many rounds, and they easily can come back. They just need to be ready for it.
Yeah, they might need to go back to a more passive play style where they just sort of play for picks and information right now, because obviously when they were working as aggression, it worked out great, but now, Teal team are able to read it, and they are able to match that aggression with a good defense. As Tyrell already hears it, and they're actually going to take the peek, massive stuff, and now they're just going to reveal the information. This very much likely is going to be it, as they have to push on B, because they already need to commit to the site, but this is going to be pretty much potentially downhill unless they can out-frag the opponents, but already the player advantage holding down their graffiti. They're able to shoot it down. It is held out of sight, but now it's a 1v1 duel. Oh my gosh, they play it at a good position so that they can hold it at grass, and if Fletcher goes down, this would be absolutely catastrophic, but no! Teal team will still secure the max point that they need to continue on forward.
Oh my gosh, Fletcher coming up with the clutch 3K. It was a 4v2, and it looked like the Roosters actually could have won that 4v2. They ended up not, and that's been 4 defuses in a row for Teal team, and it's now game point. Game point for Teal team. And, you know, I gotta think they're gonna be able to close this out, but you know, the buys are still on the side of Roosters, or they were able to at least fully buy out here. So this is going to be about their last chance if they can't do it. This is their last chance if they can't do it here.
Pretty much. Now they have to fight for overtime. And Bones feeling good about themselves, so they buy an op for treating themselves. You know, feeling good, go night out of the town, dress right, get the right loadout.
Yeah, was able to get one of his one of those nice toys called an operator. The attacker's Killjoy ultimate coming down, so that's gonna.
Oh, they're able to catch him off guard, and that's already the first frag for Teal team. Flavor going down is big because that is a denial of information and potentially an ultimate usage as well. They know that they fall back into grass, but so they know that nobody's going to peek there. But already off the bat, Fletcher didn't work out. They're a little spread out. Triss is able to get 2 for the trouble. Hello, Teal team, little spread out right now. Not sure how I felt about this.
Yeah, Teal team only left with 2 members. We do see Bones with the operator. Is he gonna? Triss leaving the last second. And man, what a statement by Roosters to maybe come back into this.
Oh, Tyrell didn't check that corner well enough, so Trisk gonna catch him off guard. And this is really big. So Bones down to it. They just want to save the offense. One frag. Oh, they want to close this right now. They really want to do it. They see that the mollies go out. They're only able to shoot 1, and the smoke comes out. So even if they boost on top of the box, they're need to do it. They are going to commit to the defuse though, but I don't think it's going to be worth it. It's a 5,000 credit off. Wait, they're committing to it. No, you have to shoot it. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me, Bones? With the eyes of steel, just look dead in the eye and goes to Rooster and say, "I dare you," as they will take the win.
Oh my gosh, I can't stop saying it. I love saying it. Pros don't fake. Bones wins the game for his team in the last round, and does not fake that defuse. That was like 5 defuses in a row for Teal team to actually win the game on defense. Great stuff from them, and I just can't wait to see who the match MVP was. I gotta think it might actually have been Bones himself. It's gotta be Bones. Yep.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. I mean, my personal MVP for at least Roosters, because they did a great job, would be definitely Trisk, though. I love the flash, love the aggression. That was a great Reyna play. But yeah, Bones got to bring it to. I can't think of. I mean, honestly, there are just so many good players in this match. It was just really came down to mechanical skill and just seeing who can get those trades out. I'm interested to see how the scoreboard looks once it finally comes down and we get the MVP and everything. But what were your thoughts?
No, that was a great game. Teal team really looking strong early, and it was Atlas. Atlas came out.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can't believe we forgot about Atlas. We were just trying to think through all these great players. Atlas is absolutely one of them. 22, 8, and 4. 284 was his combat score, and that's a great showing from them. So as we close out that match, you know, Roosters playing really strong. You know, they're not out of it. They can still make it through the group stages in their group. So that they played a tough opponent in the group stages and hope to still see them finally end up in the round of 32. But that's going to be it for this round, and we will see you guys soon. So just stay tuned.